that understand multiple income streams. And most importantly, they want to participate safely. They don't want to take unnecessary risks for their reputation, for their teams. So we want to have something clean that people get delivered exactly um, what we promote is delivered immediately and delivered to their expectations. This is the power of real business. So we'll jump right into it. So just sit back, relax. I'm not going to ask for any investments. I'm just not going to be talking about ROI because I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is just information and hopefully a little bit of entertainment as we go along. So really, everything in the world is based off of problem, reaction, solution. And this is what we'll share right now. So one of the big problems, because business solves problems, is the system, the current system we're all living in, that we all feel, uh, that we're all a part of. And this slide really points to it. It puts a little bit of structure to what we're all experiencing, myself included. And we're feeling more and more the system is not built for us. And the system now is starting to pretty much reset itself. People might say it's breaking down, it's falling, but there's a reset happening. And these are some of the cracks that we see. Almost over 1 billion people are unbanked. That means they don't trust the current system, so they're not even using it. Our savings, traditional savings, maybe in the past, it might have been a good investment to keep your money in the bank. And now with inflation, the price of everything is going up. You see, one war can change the power of the dollar so quickly. So these financial systems, they're designed to make a very few, quite rich, and the rest of us we're pretty much products and consumers. So this is this is the current system, and financially we see what the results of it. And this is why there's a great transfer. And the thing is, I always say, if you want to know what's happening in anything, follow the money. Where is the money and where is the attention going? Because that's where you need to build your business. Because if you build your business in a market that is shrinking, it doesn't matter how good your product is. That market is compressing. So it's smart as an entrepreneur, business person, maybe if you don't understand it, but it's position your business and your mindset into where is the money going? Where is the future going? And right now we are happening in the middle of the shift. And this is proof of it. There's almost 600 million people already using digital currencies. Again, that's not a small number. That's a lot of people. That's like the size of the United States plus. That's a lot of people already in the financial system. And of many of those people are already investing and holding and gathering digital assets such as Bitcoin. Bitcoin, one of the highest returning assets of the last 10 years of anything, real estate, you name it. Bitcoin has had the best returns and right now the best trajectory. So people are in the digital space. They're now gathering assets in this space. And now the last few years, we've seen the explosion of AI. And now AI is a whole new monster. And with AI now, technology and products and things are going to be coming out at record speeds. AI is going to start making its more AI. It's pretty incredible. We already see over 1 billion people in just a few years, 1 billion people already using this innovative tool. And this is all creating trillions and trillions of dollars of money flow. That's where the money is going. It's leaving this current traditional system and it's moving. It's already moving there. And there's huge figures. And right now, who's leading the way? It's companies and institutions and banks. But what do we do about us? Maybe just the normal independent, distributor, normal independent business owner. How do you future-proof your business? How do you diversify into the space? How do you even like enter the space? Like, what is this? What is the digital space? Where does it even start? And that is a dilemma. And that is a choice I see with a lot of professionals because I talk to $1 million earners selling soaps and face creams. They want to go to digital, but the problem is there haven't been very many good opportunities or companies because a lot of them will just focus on one thing until the trend falls and then the whole company collapses, whether it's really speculative, meaning they'll just show you a chart or an ROI graph of how much money people are earning. It's just speculation. And when that doesn't happen, the whole business is gone. And really, the most important one that's going to be coming for all the companies, it's already happening, is legal, regulatory. The US is passing a Clarity Act, which is going to govern crypto for the US, which will be in most countries. Here in Europe, there's MiCA. There's all these laws are coming into place. So now these unprofessional companies and these quick startups that are just trying to make some money fast are simply going to be in some going to have some very difficult times, and they're just going to disappear. So now real professionals, people that want to build for 5, 10, 15 years, like people I've personally worked with, they want something verifiable, meaning I can check it. It's transparent, like we are real people, right? We're not some avatar. It's we'll see, we'll talk a little bit more about United One, but this is what people are looking for, and real technology, meaning that people can use. Sometimes, I mean, I was in the NFT phase, but none of these projects, it was a real bad word in crypto, was utility. Nobody wanted to hear about it, but that's the reality. It has to have a function. There's no longer speculation is something of the past cycles. And the most important for me is protecting your work and your reputation, especially in business. You can spend 20 years building your reputation in one company, one project. You can destroy all of it. And if you don't have people, you don't have a business. So that is really important to protect the people, not just look for profits. So now United One presenting a new solution to both network marketing and digital opportunities and digital people that want to participate in the digital space. So we all are familiar with, companies like Apple. Like everybody knows Apple. I've got an Apple phone, I'm on a Mac, and I have an iPad right here. So Apple, what did they design? They didn't focus on one product. They decided to go into infrastructure, meaning hardware. When the internet started, the internet wasn't so useful because people couldn't use the internet unless you had a computer, right? So Apple focused, how do we get every person onto the internet, right? How do they actually physically connect to the internet? And from there, once they had their infrastructure of hardware, they started to add apps and Apple Store and Apple Pay and all of these different things. Because once they had the people, they could add more products. And this is how they became one of the biggest companies in human history. And now you have a phone, but how has the internet become user friendly, right? There's millions of websites, lots of information. It's overwhelming. So Google came along and made a search engine. There were other search engines, but Google became number one because they just helped make the internet user friendly. And then that made it good for businesses because they could advertise and things like that. And then from there, once they had the base, they added Gmail that we could talk to each other, Google Play, a calendar, Google Maps while you're driving. So people are constantly connected and using the platform, right? And Google, you don't really pay for anything. Just by you using it creates $1 trillion company. So now with that same concept in mind, I introduce you to United One. We are building now where people have hardware, so everyone is on the internet. With Google and AI, the internet's never been easier to use. And now we're adding a new layer with the digital. Now, how can people participate on the future, which is digital, which is crypto and blockchain and AI? How do they actually make money and not just be consumers? This is United One. So we are the next generation. Like I said, it's really overwhelming in the digital space. So we start simple. We give you simple access of where everybody starts in the digital finance. We'll talk about it. We have ownership. How can people build digital assets? Like, okay, I'm in the digital space. Now, how do I want to have assets. I want to have my money working for me. And last is optimize. I want to make it easier. I want to make it user friendly. I want to make it a no-brainer. I want to make really sophisticated decisions as easy as possible. That's optimizing. So this is what we offer is solutions for those that are looking to build in the digital space. And really important that the foundation is trust, right? Because the current system isn't broken off of anything but trust. People, once you don't trust the bank, you don't trust your government, you don't trust your partner, there's no relationship. So we know that at the core, we have to earn people's trust. And this is why before any sales, before anything, it's registered in the UAE. So it is a real company that can do real sales, can take money, and is legal, meaning this isn't just some imaginary thing collecting money, right? We're registered with governments. We've got many, many lawyers. I think we've got 4 or 5 lawyers all around the world, making sure what we're doing is compliant. It's fully transparent. You'll see that really important for us. We never hold anybody's money. We never take custody of anything. Your wallets, nothing. It's not a pool. You're not investing in anything. just like Apple and Google, right? You're not investing in these infrastructures. You just want to trust them and use them. And we have a 100% in-house team, and it's growing. We just added some new directors. So we've got about 20 plus people on every continent. I'm in Europe. We have in Mexico. We have in Asia. We've got teams, corporate team all over the world. And we're trying to really put the people first. You saw the video with Jan. He's got a personal story. And really, that's one of the reasons I'm here is if you don't put the network first and the people first, it just won't work. And I'm not going to be part of a project that's already doomed to fail. So this checked my box, and this is really why I'm at United One, was this slide. This slide was the most important slide for me because from there you can build anything. So now let's talk about the products. So again, keep in mind, maybe it's something you might not necessarily be interested in and use. The reality is everyone is going to need UnicaPay. Everybody in the world is going to be using digital wallets. They're going to be using digital currencies, just like whether we like it or not. So right now, our opportunity is to position ourselves and help people transition right now. Before mass adoption, we can help people start to transition. And the number one access point for everyone is you need a payments system. You need a way to receive digital currency and send digital currency. You need a way to pay for things. Just like if I have an online business, I need an online bank account. I need online banking. Otherwise, I have no business. That business doesn't exist. So the way for money to travel, again, follow the money. So first we focus the money. How does the money actually travel in digital space? So UnicaPay, it's a global card, instant transaction, very, very simple to use. And this is the on-ramp to the digital space. So this is like getting your email when the internet started. First, you need this. So when you come in, everyone gets a card, you download it on the App Store. I already have mine, so I already have my digital card. And about 40 to 50% of the younger generation is mobile first. So for them, this is already what they're doing. And now they can put their Bitcoin and their Solanas on their wallet and go out and get a hamburger or fill up their car, right? Everybody can use this. So this is our number one entry point. And second, I talked about ownership. So now if we're going into this digital landscape, there's metaverse, you can buy digital land, you can buy digital art. Here we want to focus on digital gold, and that is Bitcoin. And not just buying Bitcoin, giving our members a very exclusive opportunity. If you're part of United One, I think we're one of the only projects in the world that gives a normal person access to mining. And you might think, Alex, what is mining? I've never heard of it. Or maybe you think I've heard of it a long time ago. But this is the way I look at it. Bitcoin is considered the digital gold. And what we are doing is not just out there chasing the gold scraps, right? We are giving people the axe, the shovel, the truck to actually extract the gold from this digital environment. So you have your own little mining machine that's constantly making Bitcoin. So we have institutional grade partner called Miners Netherlands, and we put an interface of Futura mining. So it gives a normal person a way to purchase, connect to, and start to mine their very own Bitcoin. And then later I can even show you the dashboard. It's so simple. All you need is your Bitcoin address. If you don't have one, great. You have UnicaPay. Now you have one. So you can even put your UnicaPay Bitcoin address. You choose how much mining fractions. They start at about $230. So the more fractions you have, I just connect my wallet, and every 4 hours, Bitcoin goes directly into my wallet, right? So this is the power. So every day I'm mining Bitcoin. As I'm living my life, I have a machine, so I don't care about the price. I don't care about the market. I'm making as much Bitcoin as I can. And the power is true non-custodial. This isn't a pool. You're paying into some company pool. This isn't a node. You're renting some software. Nobody holds it. It's your wallet connected to your machine, meaning if you want nothing to do with United One, you could call us up and say, hey, these are my machines. They unplug it from the factory and they'll ship it to your house because it's no longer ours. It's no longer Miners Netherlands. This is all our the hardware of our customers. So really, really powerful access to people to becoming Bitcoin, not only holders, but miners. And the vision is to hold it long term. So now the third layer is optimization because AI is, whether we like it or not, it is here to stay and it's going to be part of every single business. And if you're not using AI, you just simply will not be able to compete. So we partnered with Monera, and Monera is backed by Circle Ventures. Doesn't matter. It's the same company that started USDC. And you know, USDC stablecoin, they have a lot of different projects they invest in. So now they've been building out Monera. And we have exclusive access with Monera for a lot of different features. And it's basically now the best I could describe it to people, it's like ChatGPT, where you can connect a wallet. Meaning for a brand new person, now they have their own wallet with UnicaPay. They've got a miner where they're collecting digital assets, and now maybe they want to participate in some trading, or maybe they're already a trader. There's many options. I'm a trader. I could put in my trading plan into Monera, and it can help me optimize it. It can help me make it better. Maybe I'm brand new to crypto. I heard something about Solana, or maybe I heard something about Ethereum. My grandson told me, but I don't know how to go to an exchange, and I don't have all this. Simple. Monero, you could just type in, I would like to buy 100, if $100 worth of Ethereum, and hit go. And the Monero will take from the wallet and purchase the Ethereum and put it into your wallet. So that is the simplest of using it. And now I can literally have my grandma, my grandpa that barely knows how to use the internet. If they can type a question, they can now become a trader or even participate in the crypto. And also, I believe they have Apple and Tesla and they have traditional stocks. So it's a very simple way for people to now even leverage and optimize their portfolios or even learn. A lot of people will come in and they'll make type in what they're interested in, what stocks, what crypto projects, NFTs, whatever. I can type it into Monero and say every Monday or every morning, email me the news, just the hot topics, and if I need to take any action. And every day I could wake up and I have a full report from Monero. It just tells me exactly, so I'm not wasting time. I'm not searching the internet. My Monero knows exactly the projects I'm following. And then maybe I want to be really, really hands off. We can do autopilot, and it based on Bitcoin, long, short. I can set up the autopilot, hit go, and it will buy and long and short and all those things. I'm not a big trader, but it will just do it for you until you hit stop. So it can do a lot of things. I could spend a whole hour on it's like explaining ChatGPT, but this is all focused on the digital finance. So we give people access to that immediately. And also the most important thing to optimize is your mind, is your knowledge. Because with the right information, you can make the right decisions at the right time. Knowledge is everything, right? Because you're on this call to get knowledge. And if this makes sense to you, you'll make a decision to connect or not connect, right? So once our partners connect, we're building out, and this will be our main focus, I think, going forward. We want to make an extraordinary academy, meaning we want people to constantly be visiting our back office as often as possible. It's because they're learning. And we're working on expert-led education on blockchain. Very simple. So you don't have to spend hours in reading in YouTube, like minute and a half video will explain to you what's important to understand about blockchain. More importantly, what you can do. Like why would you even want to learn about blockchain? It's because you could take a step to better your life. Especially right now, take opportunities. And then we'll have ongoing trainings. Eventually we'll have live people, we'll have live podcasts in there. So we'll create a really exclusive community of people really focused on building, professionally. And most important right now is community. So you get full support from our leadership team. Like I said, our leadership team is growing. I'm doing these kind of calls. A lot of digital companies, they'll just send you some AI, but we are people. We do live meetings. We're going to do events, all the things because we, the people, need to unite. The products come second. If we can unite together, we can bring any product. So that is part of our academy. So a very simple way to access our community, and it's 4 different tiers. And I usually explain it. It depends on your financial situation. It depends on your goals, depends on your interest. So if you just want to try it out, maybe you're like, oh, man, I'd love the crypto card. Try out this Monero, start learning the basics and maybe pick up a fraction or two of the Bitcoin miners, see how it works. Simple. Right now you come in on a basic pack. You get many years of access to all these functions. So if you ever want to buy a fraction, you got your UnicaPay card, you use Monero as much as you want, and then learn about United One Academy. 100 USDT, that's it. I mean, that's like a couple months of Netflix. So, and then there's different tiers with each builder and pro. You're getting more advanced tier of the UnicaPay, meaning if you're more proficient in crypto, you're going to want the best card version, and then we get more credits. And the unique thing with the Monera, because Monera is a live product people can go to right now today without United One. But with us, when we have exclusive access to like beta testing too. A lot of their products that aren't live in the market, we get first access. That was our deal with them. And usually in Monera, you pay a $20 a month subscription, and then you have to buy credits in Monera. And those credits will flush every month. So if I buy 100 credits, I don't use them all, they flush. Here, you'll get these credits for a year. So that means if you don't use credits 1 month, you'll still have them. You're not paying a subscription to Monera. So it's a huge savings just using Monera anyway. So with that being said, if I have a builder, a big entrepreneur that says, yeah, I mean, I want the best of the best, I want the top access pack. That's the elite. You get the massive amounts of Monera credits. You'll never spend them all probably in a year unless you're just crazy AI. Tier 4 crypto card, full access to your academy. And what's interested a lot for those that want to buy hardware, because we have a lot of people come in, they're like, okay, I don't care about the card. I already use this, whatever. But the hardware is very interesting. So if they want unlimited hardware, as many fractions or units as they want, that would be the elite pack. And that's really the value they have there. So it doesn't max them out on so we already have people come in with 100Ks in miners. So that would be somebody eligible for an elite package. That's a huge value for them. So that's how people come in. And like I said, very simple. That's our products. So if people are curious about our products, they can come in, they can take any of those packages. They're going to have a great experience. Use Monera, use all the tools, be part of our community if that's what they like. And then if they want to start to scale, say like, okay, I know somebody that could be interested, or I know somebody that should be interested and start paying attention. Then you simply upgrade to a business center, which is $49 one time. That activates the rewards plan. Now the system knows you're not just a customer, but you also want to share this. And then by sharing, it activates the rewards engine in the compensation plan. So, and that is where the real value is. It's in the platform, it's in the community. It's finding a way that you can bring your community together and monetize it. And everybody can win. People use great products and you earn rewards because you introduce them to them. So you earn commissions, rewards on every package, every membership sold, and also 10% goes into the compensation plan of any hardware you sell. So maybe you have somebody come in, they're like, I want hardware, perfect. You make a commission off of their package, and then any hardware they purchase today, tomorrow, any time in the future, you'll also get some commissions, some advantage and rewards from any hardware they purchase, company shares. And it's very simple. It's activity based. So meaning the activity is sharing. If you're sharing, you're going to be rewarded. If people are using the services like Futura Mining right now, you're going to be rewarded. And all the payments are instant. It's USDT, USDC, whatever you want to choose. And it's instant payouts. Once a commission is registered, meaning somebody connects, the commission's in the wallet, I just do a draw, and I can have my commissions the same day. So that's a really unique, powerful tool because we want people to do an action and get rewarded immediately. And that's really the power of blockchain, which is unique in a lot of network marketing companies. Like the one I'm with right now, they pay commissions once a month. So I have to wait once a month, one commission, then wait another month. So this is a really powerful tool for builders. And like I mentioned, our vision is very humble. But again, it's never been done. I mean, really, if we make it past 5 years, we would be ahead of a lot of digital companies. So we want to design this to last. And like I mentioned, legal, compliant, the people, products that people will use every day, not an investment, not some new trend. Everybody going to need a digital card. Everybody's utilizing AI. Now you can utilize it to make money. Everybody needs digital assets to diversify. So we listen to our community. We're really focusing on a long-term sustainable economy. Like, for example, imagine being in the same company and every month your income goes up and up because people are using it and sharing and using it. So you never start over every month. You start to build and start to reward it from your own platform. And the power, as I said, there's one simple access point. So that entire ecosystem, very simple. You get a link from whoever invited you here, from Corinne or from anybody. There's a reason you're here. Just say, hey, please send me your link. And then you decide what's the appropriate activation pack. Maybe try it. I mean, $100, you get 3 years access, and definitely be worth your while. And then you start to plug in and build. If you like the products, you start using the products, get your first fraction. It's very simple. You just simply show my friends, like, hey, today I made X amount of Bitcoin. What'd you do? Nothing. It's just I'm mining it. So very, very simple. And then if people are interested, you just repeat. You plug them in, help onboard them, and then it activates the rewards engine. So with that being said, last slide always important. If you're interested, connect with us. Stay connected. We're on all the socials. That's where we send out. We do 2 weekly calls. So a lot of this is just kind of plug and play. You just kind of plug your people in. If they like it, the system eventually will hopefully do most of the work for people. We just put this in front of people that are interested. So yeah, that is United One. So I can answer some questions or take it anywhere you want, Corinne.
Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate your presentation. Very, very amazing as always. And is that a new slide again?
Yeah, you should see my computer. We're working on something so
Yes.
incredible. Yeah, I know. Yep.
So,
Uh,
yes. So, yeah, leaders and members, do you have any question? They're all quiet.
so,
Joselito? Yes. Ulysses? Uh, Is there any question? I think they don't have any question also. Somebody actually write down.
yep, great question. How
Oh,
long the
how
machine will let you know? Okay. Really good question. Let me show you guys. That's a good question. I'll just show you exactly how it looks. So the short answer is, let me log in. It's how it works is I'll just show you. It's for 1 year, and all you simply do. So once you log in and connect with United One and activate your Futura mining, this is just a generic back office of Futura mining. So you can see here, very simple when I just chat with people. So maybe somebody's like, "Hey, Alex, I've got 1,000 USDT. I'm not doing anything with it." And I say, "Sure." I'm going to say, "Yeah, you should throw it into some mining. Get your USDT, put them to work." So I have a friend. I'll share with them. I'll say, "Okay, $1,000, a little bit more is 5 fractions." And what this includes, excuse me, is the hardware plus 1 year of electricity. So this includes 1 year of mining plus all the electricity. So that's out the door 12 months of mining based off of these fractions. That's it. So then year two, if I want to continue, say I love Bitcoin and I like how it's working, I simply just pay the electricity for another year. And then year two ends and I still love Bitcoin. I just pay the electricity and it continues for another year. So so you get 3 years of access, but you pay for 2 years. Well, you just pay the yearly electricity. That's the only upkeep, and that goes to Miners Netherlands to keep your machine going. So that's step one: is how many fractions people are interested in based on how much money they have or whatever they want to, spend on hardware. And then step two, this is this really speculative one. This is usually I'll ask the people, what do you think, Bitcoin could potentially be in 3, 5 years? I have no idea, but my guess is it's going to be more than it is today. So let's just play around. Let's say it doesn't even move. Right now it's about 80,000, maybe a little less. But even if Bitcoin does nothing for 3, 5 years, which is not possible, but let's just say it stays flat, my machine, my 5 fractions will mine me 0.025 BTC at the exact same price today. Then my $1,000 hardware turns into $2,000 value. So that's about a 5.5% APY. You go, Alex, in 3 to 5 years, every single year, 5%. In crypto, that sounds horrible, right? But if you're in real estate, meaning you're spending hundreds of thousands to buy a property, you have tenants, the maintenance, the taxes, all the hassle with real estate. Real estate people are excited between 5 to 7 yearly return. That is amazing return on an investment. Here, you're not investing, you're investing, I guess, in hardware, but your hardware will already make you 5.5% with nothing, just you paying electricity. So for me, that's a really interesting fact. But of course, I think Bitcoin will be more. So let's say Bitcoin, It goes to 200K. We won't go too crazy. In 3 to 5 years, realistic. So now my my hardware of $1,000 hardware has mined me a value of 5,000 in Bitcoin if the price is 200. So I'm at a 63.7 APY. Real. This isn't some ROI. This is just Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is 200K, I'm gonna have enough Bitcoin to have 5,000 if I want to sell it. So, and then that's why I just share with people. You want to play around. If it goes to 500,000, lots of people will be happy. But you'll see my $1,000 hardware is now, mine 12,000 worth of USDT. So that's why when people ask how much do I get, how much Bitcoin, completely it matters. Matters how much hardware you have, of course. That's your mining power. And then it's going to matter on what the price of the Bitcoin is, when you want to take it out or in the next few years. Because what do all Bitcoin, customers do? They buy and they hold. I think it was like 80% of Bitcoin owners, they just hold. Hold. This isn't get a miner and become rich. This is get a miner and then mine, hold, hold, hold until it can change your life. So that is the same. And instead of speculating and buying off the market, so if Bitcoin goes to 200 or, Bitcoin goes, above $100,000, basically we're mining at a discount because our production costs are between 65 to 76. So if Bitcoin is more than that, then that means you're mining at a discount. You're going to be mining more than if you were to buy from the market the same amount. So it gives people a huge advantage and simple. So that's my really long way to answer 1 year. When you buy a fraction, you have 1 year, and then pay the electricity, you'll have as many years as you like.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alex. And I believe I did explain about our Futura mining. Yes, like few days back in our Zoom meeting, and I explained to them everything what Domins sent to me that time. So yeah, I will do it again in the Zoom meeting on Monday. And Alex, thank you so much. I believe the leaders, they are actually very satisfied with the presentation. And this is actually recorded. So definitely I'm going to send to them. So any more question? Yes? No more?
I see. I see one more was how much the minimum capital and mining
Ah,
rate.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll just share last one. So this may fluctuate kind of depending, but right now it's 231 is the minimum. That's one fraction. Yep. So if somebody, so it's not some huge upfront. People can try one and see that it's working. They can buy another one, another one, another one, but they can only buy up to the amount of their package. So if you like a lot, you probably want to upgrade to a bigger package. So, and what was the other question? Um, Cost for maintenance. Again, very simple. This is the simplicity of it. You can see here the first year it's just $62 in electricity because because part of the fraction is the maintenance, is the upkeep. This is what we're paying Miners Netherlands for. So they do all of that. You just pay electricity. There's no maintenance fee. There's no other fee. It's just your miner will mine for a year. And they've been around for, I think, 6, 7 years. You can go to their website, Miners Netherlands. You can see it's a real project. And
Okay.
then the
Thank you
efficiency,
so much.
yeah. So yeah, so all the mining stuff, sorry to interrupt, just go to Miners Netherlands or you can just research the hardware. I have no idea the efficiency. They'll tell you the hash rate, all the technical stuff. It's all there on the website. Yep.
All right. No more question? Let's see the timing. Oh, okay. Perfect. So yes, I believe there's no more question, Alex. That is
Perfect.
like super amazing. We can end the call and we wanted to have actually like a call in a week, like 1 or 2 times. Yes, with the management. Again, oh yeah, many thanks. Amazing. Okay, perfect. Okay, leaders and members, we can end the call. Thank you so much, Alex. Really appreciate. Yeah, this is a
My
very,
pleasure.
very good recording today. It's Friday, and yes, we start building, we start signing up new members. Now that we are all like familiar with the product already, most of the questions that we asked is already answered. Yep. And thank you so much, Alex, again. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
guys. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank
Take
you.
care, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
Bye-bye.
so much, Alex. Thank you so
Ciao,
much.
ciao. Bye-bye.